Hello and welcome to Knowledge by Nature. In today's video, I want to share with you a little bit something different, and that is getting things done outside of our homeschool. We all have so many extra tasks on our plate besides homeschool. I was recently extremely inspired by Angie at Science Mama. I will put her link right here, and then I will also put it down in the description below. She just recently shared this non-homeschool related task. It was something that I found extremely helpful, but like all things in our lives, not everything is a perfect fit. What one person might show us, maybe something needs to be a little bit different. And so that's what I wanted to show you today is how I'm incorporating Angie's ideas in to fit my lifestyle. So the first thing that she did and I do as well is I'm going to make a list of all the things that I need to do. So for instance, I need to take out the trash. I need to wash the sheets. I need to vacuum, which I've already got that on there. I need to mop. I need to clean some windows. I need to water my plants. I need to clean the toilets. I need to wash the shower curtain. So you can start by making yourself a list. Now, I did it on Excel because one, I'm on my computer all the time. So it just makes sense for me to use Excel because you may see down here, I'm creating a whole like mind thing down here for homeschool. That's going to be something totally different, but I would love to share that with you if you are interested to see what I've got going on in these other tabs down here. But yes, Excel is really pretty easy to work with and something that's really nice. Usually I'm a pen and paper person, but that I can go in and I can change things really, really easily. I can mark things off. I can add them without having to rewrite things every single week. Now, there's also, you could add things as far as things that you know that you have going on Monday. So let's say Monday we have an activity, and you could just easily put the days of the week up here. And this is what I did to kind of get started because I needed to think, okay, now do I want to change this to where I do certain things on certain days, which is what Science Mama does, and that may work amazing for some people. But for me, our schedule is so crazy. I can't really do Monday, change the sheets, Tuesday, mop the floors. I don't have as much flexibility in doing that in this season of my life. So I started with making my list here, and then I had different things of, okay, I have an activity here, I have a co-op here, I have different things that I could add to this so that I just get an idea of, okay, I'm working here, or I'm working here, depending on what that is. Then I came over here and I took the information that I had started building. So you can see right here that I kind of looked at here and I even split it into AM and PM. And that's something that I will slowly work on as this kind of develops. Now, as I went through and I took that first initial list over here, I started breaking it out into the cleaning space, which is what Science Mama did. She took the cleaning space, and so that is what I have done here, is I have created these sections right here that are my main cleaning spaces, my living room, the bedrooms, the bathrooms, and the kitchen. Those are the priorities. Those are the things that I want to get done most often. Now I have some to-dos right up here, and they aren't exactly space related or even necessarily day related, but they are things that are on a regular weekly basis need to get done. So I've been using this all this week, and you can see that I have some X's here. So I meal planned this week, and so I put an X that that was done. I ordered my groceries. I ordered groceries and I picked them up. So usually you want a meal plan and then you want to order your groceries. Then I need to record a YouTube video for this week. Guess what? Doing that right now. And then I will need to edit and I will need to upload. Now, my trash, I already took care of that this week. I've already watered my plants this week, and I have done pretty much all of the laundry that I am going to do this week. I'm actually finishing up today on Saturday. So as I go through here for next week, what I can do is I can just X these all out. It's very simple. I highlight it, I push delete, and it takes them away. Or if I'm like, uh-oh, I didn't want to do that, you push undo in case you haven't ever used Excel. It's very, very simple. So I want to go ahead and undo that actually because I'm not completely done with my week. So I can put them back, but you can see where I don't have to rewrite this, and it would be so easy to add something right here. So all I go right here is I come up here, I click all borders. Let's say I want to, um, let's say I want to make sure that the schoolroom gets touched up, okay? Once a week, I want to really do something to the schoolroom. So I just type that in there, and that's not one that I want to make a specific cleaning space for. I definitely could. So schoolroom, I could definitely put as a cleaning space. And if I wanted to do that, I can make it look exactly like these over here. So I just put my cleaning space right here, type that out, and you can move each of these cells around however you want. You come up here, you drag it over, and it does move your entire column. And then I can put schoolroom. And you will see I highlighted, you will see I italicized this, and that one just makes it look a little bit prettier, and I like it. So I am going to put that border on there because I like the way that it looks, and then I can think about the things that I want to get done. So I want to clean off the table. I want to vacuum this room. I want to clean off my desk. And if you happen to see me on Instagram today, you will see that my desk was a hot mess. The whole schoolroom was actually. So this was definitely a great day to do this because I was in this a lot working on that. And so I just have that I want to, clean off the table, vacuum, clean off the desk, and then let's just say dust, okay? Now I could come up with more things that I could do in this room, but just for time purposes, I'm going to go like this. Now I'm going to highlight this section. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click this all borders. Now there is a drop down menu where if I only wanted to do like a thick outside border, you can see how that looks different. I could do that. Now I can come up here and I can grab this column and I can move it right over here. And then that way I can put my little check mark, or even there will be some that you see that I'm doing as a date. So this is kind of an idea of how you could create yours. Maybe you have the nursery, you want to make a nursery, or you have different spaces in your room, then you can do that. All right, so you've seen me create a cleaning space over here. And now I come back here to my living room and I'm like, what of those chores needs to be done in this space? And I'm like, okay, this room needs vacuumed. This room needs dusted. I need the windows done, and I don't actually sweep this room. I need to sweep the kitchen, so this actually needs to get moved. So if I did these things, and tidy, you might want to like put that little note down. Usually I will do that, but you could definitely do that. This could be more of a daily process or whatever you want to do. You know what? If I hit every single one of these spaces at least once a week, I'm doing pretty doggone good in my mind. So you may see that these are blue. Again, I borrowed this from Science Mama. She color coded or did something. I can't remember exactly sure. She maybe put her child's initials or something like that. And this is something that my daughter can help me with. If I'm really busy on the day that we're working on the living room, she could do this part for me. She could vacuum, she could dust, or maybe she could tidy. But I have that at least some of the time. Hey, here, have her vacuum, have her dust. A lot of times I may just do this depending on what the day is. Maybe she's at art class and I decide to clean the living room that day, or maybe she's at a play date and I'm cleaning the living room or something. So I can take this and it just jogs my memory. Again, it's not taking brain space for me. This is doing it for me. So I can look at it. Like I said, I'm sitting here every day of the week and I can pull this up and I can be like, okay, what has not been done? Okay, now I did tidy. In fact, yesterday I did my whole living room. So I didn't do windows though because I ran out of time. But this isn't the tidy thing that really happens a lot. We actually do what I call a 5-minute tidy, and that is where we set a timer and we bust it out. And a lot of times the house is destroyed on the weekend, and so the whole family will do a 5-minute tidy. Most of the time, this 5-minute tidy is happening late in the afternoon. Dad's going to be getting home before too long, and let's get the house put back into some sort of order because it just has a tendency to destroy itself during the day, right? So we're going to set that timer for 5 minutes. And when everybody's busting it, you won't believe how much you can get done in 5 minutes. So if you don't take anything else away from this, do this right here, okay? Right here. Do this 5-minute tidy. You will not believe how much better your house will look if you just set 5 minutes and tell everybody to go. And it is really, really fun as well. You wouldn't think it's fun, but it is. You're just kind of running crazy and you're seeing who can pick up the most, the fastest. You may have to lay out some ground rules here. Don't just throw things on the floor in the next room to get it out of there. You know, you don't want to create one disaster in the next. But anyways, the 5-minute tidy, absolutely. That happens often, but I just went ahead and added that there. Then I go to my next space. So we've got my bedrooms. Again, I'm not putting these as specific days because I just can't do that right now. But I know that I'm like, okay, what would be a good day? I go to sit down here of a morning, I'm looking at my spaces. I'm like, okay, I'm going to tackle bedrooms today. If I'm doing the bedrooms, then I'm going to vacuum, I'm going to dust, I'm going to tidy that room, clean the room. I'm going to strip the sheets and I'm going to wash the sheets. Now, my method for doing the beds is I wash, dry, put the sheets back on. If I don't do it then I get bombarded with too much laundry. I get all these piles of sheets going. And so this is a dedicated day for the bedrooms. If I'm taking the sheets off, the sheets are getting washed and the sheets are getting put back on unless it's like a sick day. You'll see here on bedrooms day, I'm going to have her clean her room. I'm going to have her strip down her sheets. Okay, that's something easy she can do. She can straighten her room and she can strip the sheets from the bed of her room. So I have that. Obviously, I will be doing my room, but I have this as a reminder to, hey, this is Blue. Let's have her do these things in her room. And I will do the vacuuming and the dusting, and I will wash the sheets and get them put back on the bed. Or let's say it's a day for the bathrooms, and I look and I'm like, oh, I've decided today's the day that I'm doing bathrooms, which happened to be Friday for me. I was just deciding today was bathroom day. So we cleaned the counters, we cleaned the sinks. I didn't clean the floors yet. I swept the floors, but I would kind of like to mop them. And then I did the toilets, I did the mirror, refill the TP. I'm going to have her refill the toilet paper. You see that it's Blue? Super easy task, but she can help too. I want to wash my shower curtain, which is actually happening today. And then I'm going to wash the towels, which I did. And then she takes care of her counter and she takes care of her sink. I do my counter, I do my sinks, but she can do these things right here. Again, doesn't mean that she's doing them every single time, but these blues jog my memory that, hey, these are easy things that she can do. I don't have to think, oh, what chore should I give her? I look right here. It's bathroom day. She needs to refill the TP, clean her counter, clean her sink. And I actually just have to go get some toilet paper, which is why this did not get done. Then we come over here to the kitchen. It's the same thing. I take my list of things that I came up with. Again, they're not all here because I ended up just dragging them over, copy and pasting them to this next one. So for my kitchen, I haven't done that this week. That may happen today, probably tomorrow. So I want to clean my counters. I want to wipe my cabinets down. I'm going to do my appliance fronts. I'm going to clean the inside of the fridge. Now, this is something that I'm not going to do every single week. So I'm going to put a date. Okay, let's say I do it tomorrow. I'm going to put 10/16. And then that will save itself in there. So I'm like, okay, the last time I cleaned the fridge was 10/16. Or let's say it was July 1st. I'm like, oh my, I have not cleaned the inside of the fridge since July 1st. It's time. And when you're like, oh my goodness, it has been a really long time. So what you could do is you could come over here and you could either make the words red or you could make the block red. And then that way you're like, this needs to occur. We went quite a while on this. Or you could even do color code of, you know what, we're getting a little bit close to time if this needs to be done. Let's say it's actually September 1st instead. And you're like, you know what, it's been over a month. I probably need to get that on. Anyways, you don't have to get all that craziness on it, but that's just an example of some fun things that you could do with it to be like, I'm not doing it today, but I do want to get it done. So then table and chairs, we're going to wipe all those down, just a little extra wipe down from what would normally happen, and that's Blue. She can easily do that. She can get in between the spindles. She can clean those chairs up for me. And then I need to mop. Now, when I mop, I like to mop all of the areas, and so that is why my bathroom didn't get mopped because I didn't do my cleaning space. My kitchen is much bigger than my bathroom, and so I don't want to drag out my mop stuff, which that sounds kind of lazy, but that's just how it is. I don't want to get the mop out and only do a small bathroom when I would rather just mop my kitchen and then go over here and do the bathrooms. You could even make yourself your own little thing of mopping areas and do it like that, however you wanted to do. You can do anything you want to. And then here is another one that does not happen um, very often because I don't have to do it very often. We have butcher block countertops and they need to be oiled. We did not treat them with a chemical because we wanted to be able to prep food off of them anytime that we wanted to. So we love them, but they do have to be oiled to make sure that any moisture stays out and it stays the way that we want it to do. So when it's time to do that, which again, I will probably do that this weekend because I try to do it once a month and this would be a great time to do it. So what I will do is I will come in here and I will put, okay, October 16th is when I did that. And that way, as I'm referencing back, in a month, I can be like, oh, okay, I haven't done this task since then. Now I need to do it. If I do these things, I do a simple X or whatever you wanted to do. If you like an R, I don't know, whatever you want to mark it with. I just mark it with an X that it's been done, and then I can take it away for the next week. So I have a vacuum section. I have dogs, which means I really need to be vacuuming every single day. Thursdays are just insane. And so a lot of times, Thursday, nothing in this home is going to get done except quick eating and going to bed. And so the days that I vacuum, I can just put a little X and then I can be like, oh yeah, I vacuumed today. So I can put that X down there. Next is my laundry. Now, laundry is not a thing that I can just say, okay, I'm going to do this on Monday. Again, I'm not putting these as days, I'm just doing them as sections. And so I need to do our clothes laundry, our bathroom towels, our kitchen towels, sheets, and blankets. And so right now, all of our sheets are in the wash and the dryer at this moment. And then this is like our throw blankets and our dog blankets. You could even make a separate section for that if you wanted to make sure, again, don't take the brain space if you don't have to. And so I could just be like, okay, I want to wash these throw blankets, and then I want to wash the dog blankets, and then I push, and then I can check it off. At the end of the week, it's going to be really nice to see all these X's. So let's say I actually get all this done tomorrow, and one, I pat myself on the back because I'm a boss, right? So one, I love seeing all these X's, and so all the X's can be put on there, and then the next week, and on Monday morning, what I can go do is I can come in here and I can just clear every single one of these and start over with my week. And it's just a really, really quick procedure. It doesn't take very long at all to reset your week and you're ready to go for the next one. So again, huge shout out to Science Mama for creating this video. It's right here, non-homeschool related task. I will put that down in the description. As with most things in our lives, it's not a one fit for every family. So I wanted to share how I am taking her idea and incorporating it into a digital version and how I just do it a little bit differently. As if you found this video helpful, I would love if you give me a big thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button and I'll see you in my next one. Thanks.